Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Chaos-Reighn here, doing part 2 of my crash course into Syndicate. So, on, recapping my last part, I had basically imprisoned I had basically let one of the guys go, essentially, from his house, just for the sake of the series of videos, to try and kind of give you a heads up of what you're going to do. So, now we're gonna basically run part 2. All of my maps are just generically rolled. I have a couple of them that are rolled already rare and I just ID'd them, but I'm just doing this for the sake of the video to kind of show you guys just a generic how to get your syndicate going. This is a crash course into my version of Syndicate to where I'm farming only Verici and It That Fled. So there's not a whole lot I can say other than, if you're looking for your own farming methods, you might want to kind of look into how to go about them. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. All right. Well, they're dead. Yeah, there we go. I am lost. There we go. There's the entrance. All right. And that being said, there's going to be times where you will be faced with tough decisions while doing this. Trust me, they can be confusing. Syndicate was confusing when I first learned it, and I'll try and give you a generic heads up on what to look for, what to do, and what to chase after as you're farming for your Syndicate. I exclusively farm white socket benches and the what do you call it? Upgrading breach tones, and I do that because I am only looking for those right now. I sell white socket benches right now for about 1 exalt per. I also sometimes do a service to where I charge 5 exalts to get 3 whites on any item. Given any number of attempts, doesn't matter. If I take 10 attempts, it takes 10. It's 5 exalts. So you can do stuff like that and make some easy currency if you want to. It can be pretty lucrative. All right, so now we have here our next setup. Let me just kill this guy real quick. Oh, we can sexton. All right. So first and foremost, he's 1 star. When you have a guy 1 star, you have 2 options. Usually, your first option is going to be interrogate. When you interrogate someone that has 1 star, he will be imprisoned, and then he will move from his house. Now, when you're locking houses like I am, I have 3 houses that are locked. Right there, there, and there. Normally, I have Revicius, who I need to move around. I'll get to that in a second. When you have houses that are locked, you never want to get rid of people out of their houses. You want to keep them there, because all they're there for is to fuel intelligence. Well, before I execute him, and hold on to me. There we go. Before I execute him, let's see. This guy has execute, and see if this guy has anything different. I think they all just have execute. Yeah, so he says already max rank, so on and so forth. So what you're going to do is first you're going to take Gus and execute. Now because of my setup, I get 2 stars for executing him, putting him immediately to rank 3. Putting him to rank 3 means that he's going to give the most intelligence whenever I encounter him inside a research house. This is good. This is really good. So next I'm going to go and take Elrion. He doesn't have anything different. Sometimes they have something different. You go execute. Now Elrion is also rank 3. And then Riker should have something different. So let's see. Riker and Verici become trusted and you get research intelligence. Well, let's see if they're rivals. They're not rivals. They don't have any relations. So that's not bad. You just get free research intelligence just for being there. So let's just do that. And let's quickly go into the next map. Unfortunately, my PlayStation is currently cutting off my videos at about 10 to 12 minutes, so I have to kind of make this quick. Alright, this is driving me crazy. I need a new controller. Alright, let's see. We have 17 missions left, so we're just gonna real quickly, there we go, go in here. Excuse me. I do apologize again if you guys hear ambient noise. It's a little hot and I have my screen door open. I don't have a soundproof area to record yet, and hopefully in the future that'll be something I can look forward to doing. So what is our next one? We have transportation again. So this is good because now that we have everyone ranked up, we can sit here and rank people down and, you know, interrogate them, get more intelligence, so on and so forth. Just kind of skip over everything. We don't really need to fight any bosses, so we're just gonna rush through, kill as much as we can as fast as we can. There we go. They're over here. They're not over here. Oh, they are over here. Okay. So let's just quickly dispatch as much as we can as fast as we can. See if we get any of our extra encounters. There's Tora. Well, are we gonna get anyone else? So sometimes if you wait a little bit, they'll call allies. So I'm going to kind of wait for a second, see if I get any allies to come with them. But it doesn't look like it. So we're just going to take care of Tora real quick. Oh, almost died. Now, because Tora is the only one, they usually have one or two options. The first option is going to be, you know, it's a bargain. It's always going to say something. I guess 3 options. It can also say betray, and I think it's just bargain and betray if it's only one person. Well, since Tora is just going to be one to fuel intelligence, I'm just going to interrogate Tora. When you interrogate Tora, Tora is going to give you a bunch of intelligence. It says 12 intelligence to transportation per turn. Well, transportation is this one. Transportation is going to fill up literally in the next map. Normally, I would say this is bad because I want Gravicius to, you know, be put in this house, but he's not showing up, so for the sake of speed, we're just going to get into the next map. Excuse me. Alright, just gonna quickly get into this, see if we can't get something cool going. Oh, there we go. Alright. So it's just, we have a research lab. Research is always good for us because we try and get, you know, the 2 main things we try and get is in research. So we're gonna quickly just go about dispatching as many enemies as fast as possible. Go in, kill all the enemies. There we go. Alright, so how many do we have? We have only 1, and it's for Ricci again. Well, it doesn't seem like I'm getting anyone else. Let's see. Gravicius moves to research for Ricci, and Gravicius becomes trusted. Again, we don't want this because we don't want Gravicius in here. So, what I think I'm going to do, just, let's see, just to kind of show you, I'll put him in here. I'll put him in research, okay? This is going to take more missions out of my time, and it's not necessarily a good thing to do. In fact, this is probably a horrible thing to do, but because of how Syndicate works, it's fine. We can easily fix this. Immediately go into our next mission. Because I am showing you how to kind of move around people from the Syndicate here, and I'm giving you a crash course on what to look for. This is perfect for this, and it's not really hurting anything. I did make them rivals, so them being rivals means that they will show up fighting each other as well in the future. So let's see. What do we have? We have fortification. Okay. Fortification is good because it usually has at least a couple of people. Ooh, we died. We ran into something we shouldn't have. Yes, I know, I died on a no-mon map. Welcome to playing a squishy character. Now here, I'm going to point you out to a downside of playing console. So, I don't know if this is for everyone, but for me, my map disappears as soon as I die and come back in. Every single time. Consistently. It never changes. I never have a map when I die and come back in. And at one point, they fixed it but GGG seems to have forgotten the PlayStation community exists, so it is what it is. Alright, so this house is already full of 4 people, so basically we just want to speed this thing up. We're gonna do this real quick, and then we're gonna talk to him. So now let's see, they become trusted. Elrion moves to fortification. Is there any reason we want Elrion moved? Oh, they just changed position. So we're just gonna interrogate, and the reason why we interrogate is because all we want to do here is move on to our next mission, get to the next house. Alright, let's see. Baldo's Rest again. Now, ideally, you know, I'd be doing this a little more smartly. I actually haven't had very good luck this rotation for getting my Varici and Ithatfled up. If you couldn't tell, Ithatfled is already ranked 3, but Varici hasn't been accompanied by anyone yet. That's bad. You want Varici to be accompanied by someone as soon as possible because you want him to be able to be ranked up. Because once he's ranked up, every single encounter from then on will just be a rivalry, and, you know, you can get something good out of it. Oh, there we go. So we have another intervention. Doesn't look like we're gonna encounter it in time for me to pause this video, so hold on. Sorry, I'm focusing and trying to find this intervention guy as soon as possible. Oh, here he is. Alright, there we go. How many is there? There's 1, 2. Oh, there's Gravicius. Okay. That's good, that's good. So Gravicius isn't in this house, right? But that's fine. Because he came in an intervention, all we gotta do is we interrogate him. Since we interrogated him... There's my, there we go. Sorry about that, that was my alarm. Since we interrogated him, he becomes 0 stars and loses interest in the house. I don't think it worked this time because it looks like he still has 1 star, but we'll see after this. So now we have Iceling moves to transportation, Haku moves to intervention. That doesn't really do anything, it's just a wash at this point. So what we're going to do is we're just going to interrogate. And let's see, that's it for this. That's it for this video. I'll continue part 3 very shortly. If you enjoyed this kind of crash course on how to get a general setup of Syndicate, please stay tuned for part 3. It'll be coming up right after this. Unfortunately, my console can only record about anywhere between 12 and 14 minutes at a time. Hope you enjoyed this.